Alright, here we go. This is a ranked 1v1 off the watch tab, but it was a recommended game by a spectator, so cross your fingers. And this is going to be between the green player on the left side, Omega007 007, in the Black Ops Neo player I've never seen before. And on the right side, it is going to be the blue player, G1KVoltz, in the Raptor Neo. G1K in a previous cast that I have done. So at the very least, I've seen this guy. But this is going to be a Neo versus Neo on Storm. I don't know if I've ever seen that. It's going to be kind of weird, I would imagine. I mean, Storm is such a micro-heavy map. You know, if you're playing a 1v... You see Neo on Storm in a 1v1. Or, sorry, in a 2v2. In a 1v1, not so much. Yes, the Neo has the spammable, abusable melee, and G1K actually getting killed in the initial outpost capture neutralization. Oh, and Omega007's just chilling, waiting. Oh, waiting for the Longhorn to be built? Very, very strange choice there. But now does bring it down. I mean, because G1K was killed, that kind of allowed Omega, not that he knew, but you know, now they're not really so far behind. So that's basically what's happening. But G1K grabbing the bottom outpost already. Omega not sending his creeps on capture. I'm not really sure why he's just standing there, or hovering there rather, while G1K grabbing outposts, doing some work. This creep here needs to be finished off. So dropping the Dillos over there to be able to neutralize. Omega just kind of like not sure what to do. Not sure what to do at all. Just making tanks. Okay, I mean, maybe he had to go take out the garbage or something like that. I love making that reference. I've made that reference several times before. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed, but never give up, never surrender. There you go. That's the slogan. G1K already working on mid, finishing off the T99. Gonna go start on the Goliath most likely with his Dillos, while Omega still trying to get the outpost. Hasn't even taken the back corner yet, so pretty far behind. Little surprise here, as this was a recommended game. So where does this turn? When does this get interesting? Looks like it's going to be kind of a one-sided domination by G1K, considering the lack of progress on Omega007's side. Gonna drop for the stasis, but no melee. Does try to cloak away, but not getting caught in the act there by G1K. Not going to be finished off, as Storm is such a small map. You're really only going to get killed if you really overextend, or if you're, you know, and if you're really low on life already when you're flying away and retreat. Kind of like that. G1K was a little bit overextending there, almost got finished off, but did not. So that's one of those circumstances where it is very possible. So G1K catching the heavy mine drops. I would imagine he sees that. He still sees it right now, so just needs to set the honeypot down. The Goliath is dead. He can start moving the armadillos up, and the honeypots would be a logical complementary unit. But Omega just dropping tons of heavy mines everywhere. I mean, it's the safe way to go. It's a safe way to go, but it doesn't seem like it's a smart winning way to go, in my opinion here. G1K getting very close to mid. Did lose a Longhorn or a Dillo over there, but it's pretty minor compared to the income advantage he already had. Omega just continuing to drop heavy mines. Is that all he's doing? Man, so weird. Why though? There's a Longhorn back here too, guy. You can grab it. And then you have two Longhorn here. Man, army just spread all over the place, while G1K being pretty efficient. I mean, not the most efficient possible, but like definitely relative to Omega007's approach. Finishing off the T99 even on his opponent's side. Will he have to kill the opponent's goalie also? That's hilarious. But yeah, let's see the honeypots go down, neutralize the heavy mines. Omega007 with tons of Longhorn up there. Let's see. I think it's just exclusively Longhorn that what he has. 11, 12 Longhorn on the field. That's insanity. Longhorn and heavy mine. That's basically everything. Okay, will G1K see this? Yes, I think so. Omega is ferrying up, so gonna try to do a top push most likely. Has all lanes covered in heavy mines, so he's not really worried about a push by G1K. I mean, heavy mines can be cleared by light units, so I'm not really sure how confident you should be, but G1K does see this. This is actually pretty massive. This is a crap ton of tanks right now. That is a lot of Longhorn, and the Dillos will lose to it, lose to this clump. If G1K brings anything for defense, there's nothing. He's not doing anything. He's not taking any defensive measures at all. No heavy mines going down, no defensive tank line, no defensive anything line, bombs, stasis spam, melee spam, anything. Artillery, nothing. Nothing's going up. Nothing. It's as if that big group of tanks up there is not even there. Omega now supplementing with Seekers. AA now getting mixed in and now getting sent out. It does look like it's probably sent on attack, so it'll probably go down this lane and here, but Omega obviously has the option to switch command whenever he wants. Could set it on capture now to go for the back post, but looks like he's going straight for the kill right now. He is upkeep capped. The Butcher's getting sent out, but there are too many tanks, really. I mean, maybe they'll do a little bit of work, but oh no! Oh yeah, they're doing a decent amount. But you know, they have to approach, so they're not doing a lot of work. And this actually might be the game because G1K has nothing but Butchers and a few Dillos over here to defend. And there's like 15, 13 Longhorn sitting over here with a couple Seekers. A lot of Longhorn get finished off though, but G1K is at half health and doesn't really look like he's willing to move past mid right now. A lot of the Butchers do get dropped in defense, so sure. Omega's still doing a lot of damage, but the majority of the Longhorn have been finished off. Down to about 15% of health right now, G1KVoltz. G1K, actually did take this outpost. I'm not really sure what that was. I think that was just creeps that he dropped. Probably cheesed it. But the remaining Longhorn have been finished off. G1K has about 10 to 15% of fort health left. So Omega just really needs to do a couple drops to finish this off. I mean, there are a lot of Butchers over here though, so a drop won't be super effective without a ton of babysitting and distracting by the the dropping mech. G1K with a lot of defense over here. Omega now gonna reallocate the heavy mines? No, okay, a little bit. Gonna go with creep. Stacking? No, nothing. Just gonna go with the cheese. Okay, well, dropped a couple tanks over here to neutralize, so we'll try to get this outpost under his control, and actually will happen. The Gaddy does get finished off. G1K losing the bottom right outpost, so actually at an outpost disadvantage right now. It's 3 to 4, hilariously enough, considering the approach. And Omega actually has this outpost fairly secure. Sergeant's being dropped. G1K now gonna go for the top forward here on the left side over here by Omega's on Omega007 side. And the Sergeants will probably get this neutralization, yes, and we'll take the outpost under blue team control. Blue player control, excuse me. But now Omega's moving out again. Moving out one more time. Moving out one more time, and that might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Even the Butchers are kind of too spread out. But, oh man, Omega getting finished off, and G1K spamming the melee. A little bit of fort damage goes down, but didn't really lose too much. Yeah, he's under 10% now, most likely. Almost definitely under 10%. But Omega lost this outpost, and G1K gonna try to keep going forward to the forward. Will Omega007 try to do a couple fort drops, or what? He's a Neo, so he could completely do cloaked fort drops. Even against an opponent Neo, it's fine. It doesn't really, you know, that has no bearing on your Neo's abilities for the most part. G1K has firm control of mid. I mean, it's not like crazy defended, but compared to the amount of units that Omega has out on the field, it's very minimal. So it's well defended relative to Omega's ability to attack. And G1K just gonna keep neutralizing, gonna keep using that melee. It's super strong. And then you get to cloak, and then the tanks have slow rotation, turret rotation speed, so they can't really keep up as long as you run in circles. G1K about to take over this entire map. Bottom left outpost is still under his control for now. A couple of tanks got dropped by Omega, but this outpost is almost under blue team control. Oh, is under blue team control. You're gonna drop more sergeants bunkered in defense to hold the outpost for as long as possible. What is Omega going to decide to do? Again, cloaked Neo drops could do the job, but if you look at the minimap, my god, that's a lot of surrounding defensive units. G1K needs those defensive units. If he has anything that he could socket for double damage, that's worth it too. Omega now just going to work on taking back this close outpost, or this forward outpost on the top. G1K with a couple more sergeants to hold the outpost under control. Still has not been neutralized. Still far from being neutralized, as there are a couple bunkered creeps, or a couple bunkered infantry. And Omega losing a Longhorn, so G1K is actually at in a great position of this game. It's 38-71. Wow, 38. It's just mostly heavy mines, I would think. Let's see. 4 Longhorn, and that's about it. So heavy mine is on loadout too. But Omega now with a drop, gonna go for the back. Needs to drop in distraction with the stasis and just dance around, doing a decent amount of damage, but there is so much defense over here that he's really getting off small ticks every time, but does actually get away with his life. Very, very little low health, but still alive there. About 5% fort health left on Omega's fort, but now he is being dominated. Will be caught in the act, trying to fly over with a couple tanks by G1K. Gonna get focused on the way, so will not be able to traverse the map right now. The butchers go down, or the Longhorn went down to neutralize the post, and now Omega with a couple more Longhorn. There's so many defensive infantry and all that stuff over here. G1K really needs to be here to body block, and body block. No, not gonna body block. I mean, the tanks got killed really quickly, but body blocking and even just dropping more, like making a wall of tanks or even like freaking whoppers would work right now, just to delay the damage that Omega can put on to G1K's fort. Butcher spam like crazy right now. Level 9 is G1K. G1K could actually make Goliaths if he has them in his loadout. And Gorgons, okay, definitely does have them in his loadout. So, will he choose to do that? Needs to wall up for sure. I would imagine he doesn't have a lunchbox, does he? Oh my god, he has a lunchbox. Is this accurate? No, this is definitely not accurate. He does not have 26 light mines on the field. That is definitely not accurate. Or not light mines, heavy mines. That's butchers. Okay, so I guess this is probably not even representing what G1K actually has in his oh my god, Omega with a cloaked drop, just like I was saying. How much damage will he be able to put on? It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Boom! The danger sound is sounding now. G1K needs to put way more defense because his opponent's a Neo too. He just needs to like set every unit that he has on the field that's not defending the fort on attack, and he can win this game because Omega has literally nothing on the field. Literally nothing on the field, but he is getting dominated. The domination damage is ticking away, and he is doing one more cloak drop. Will this be enough? Because there is very little time left, considering he's being completely dominated, taking domination damage. Will Omega be able to get this kill? Very little fort damage going down. No. Omega007 not able to get the finish, and G1KVoltz holds out till the end, using infantry and a couple dillos to surround and defend his fort. Very hilariously close game. I mean, I think it would have been possible for Omega to get a lot more fort damage done by that initial massive Longhorn push. And should that have been the case, if he was able to micro around better, distract the butchers with the mech, because I think if a mech is on the ground, the butchers go after the mech. So if he was able to dance around, do a couple boost jumps and stuff like that, the butchers might have gone for him, and the Longhorn would have had a lot more time to do damage. And if he was able to do more damage, obviously this game would be over by now, because G1K had like 2% fort health left. So all the Longhorn had really had to do in that initial humongous number, like, you know, gigantic army push, was do about 2% more damage, which is not that much, especially considering Longhorns. So that, yeah, just those basics that were not really implemented probably cost Omega007 this game. But great job by G1KVoltz, using his fundamentals, taking the outposts very quickly at the beginning and approaching methodically, leapfrogging, you know, using those sergeants to hold the outposts. These are very, very basic current metagame tactics. And yeah, gotta appreciate the game. Credit where credit is due. Congrats to G1KVoltz for taking this ranked game on Storm over Omega007, and thank you to TheKrakken for this game match reference, spectate reference. I don't know, but yeah, guys. I mean, I'm not always available. Sometimes I am. If you see a great game on the watch tab, let me know. Hopefully I can catch it before it disappears from the watch tab. I mean, you could always try sending me the replay, but we all know how that goes, you know, from my previous rants. Replays are depressing and sad right now. I'm getting depressed kind of just talking about it, so let's not elaborate any further. So check out my video description. Plenty of AirMech YouTubers on there for you to check out, appreciate, and comment. Yeah, drop some comments, guys. I try to respond to as many comments as I can that make sense. Sometimes I don't really know what to say, so I just don't. But yeah, drop a line, and I will see if I can hit you up. Is that the correct phrase? Anyway, this is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.